global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Ndume had been the focus for a while right now. Yesterday, we watched how he was stripped of his position as the chief whip of the Senate, and it was sequel to some of the statements he made against the government of Tinubu. He said that the government was surrounded by kleptocrats and also kleptomaniacs. He went further to talk about the fact that Bola Tinubu has been caged, so it seems he doesn't really know what is happening. So many revelations came up during that interview, and sequel to that, he's been kicked out as the chief whip of the Senate. The non-elite have spoken up against it, and some of them have spoken for, some against. But then, the focus right now seems to be on 2027 in the North. With Bola Tinubu, with all of this thing that had happened, are we sure he's going to secure the position of the president, secure the support of the North during the election? One of the former leaders in APC picked up that issue and talked extensively about it. I don't know what will be the situation like. But first of all, let's look at what the former national vice chairman, Northwest of the All Progressive Congress APC, Saliu Lukman, has to say. And Saliu Lukman had said that the actions of President Bola Tinubu have suggested that he is not interested in serving a second term as Nigeria's leader. The former APC chieftain added that both President Tinubu and the APC are charting the way to lose the 2027 presidential election, and Nigerians must help them to test the feet. Speaking in a statement on Thursday against the backdrop of the sack of Borno South Senator Ndume as the chief whip of the Senate on Wednesday, Lukman said it is a testament to the fact that the current administration does not want to be criticized. He added that the Tinubu's government and the ruling APC are pushing Nigerians to the edges of dictatorial governance, similar to what Nigerians witnessed during the days of military government under the late General Sani Abacha. Lukman, in a statement titled "Fanatical Mindset," lamented that free speech is under threat and personal liberties of the citizens are being encroached upon. He also called out the Senate for allowing its operational independence to be rubbished after Ndume was removed based on a letter signed by the APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje, arguing that there was no way in APC's constitution where the National Chairman, National Secretary, or any official or even the National Working Committee is given the powers to summarily remove any principal officer of the National Assembly. The former chieftain said it is a shame that the APC and the senior caucus got involved in such act of illegality. According to him, and I quote his word, said the way things are, it is almost as if President Asiwaju Tinubu has resolved that he will only be a one-term president. Under his watch, the living condition of Nigerians is continuously getting worse. Instead of making effort to develop clear plans to address the situation, the government is becoming more intolerant to criticism. Any democracy that cannot accommodate criticism is no democracy. A democracy that subverts fair hearing is a dictatorship. A democracy that permits a ruling party to demobilize its organ and inadvertently expel its member is worse than a military government. So long as APC, its leadership, and Asiwaju Tinubu's government have taken the self-destructive path, which is equivalent to a declaration of walking in their tenure in 2027, patriotic Nigerians must help them to ensure their defeat in 2027. That was what Saliu Lukman had to tell APC. Don't forget that he is a former APC stalwart, and he just had to pour out his mind. For a while now, Saliu has been speaking against the government of Bola Tinubu. But then let's look at some of the scenario here. One of the things that most Nigerians are looking at right now is the fact that you are in the table eating with the elite and you are still talking against them, which means based on the democratic setting of Nigeria and how APC have been running that show, when you are on the table, you are not supposed to talk. And I think that's why they had to make him realize what he has done. But I must say that Ndume, this is not the first time he's doing it. If you go back to the days of Jonathan, he was very outspoken. If you check during Buhari's tenure before he cross-carpeted to APC, he was still very outspoken. So it's something that is a part of, though I am in your midst, but if I see things that are bad, I will surely speak up against it. But one of the things I want to say is that the North should not be playing the game of ethnicity here. You understand? Because Mongono is also an APC member. Apart from being an APC member, he's also a Northerner. So what are we saying here? As much as we know, if I'm not supporting the current government because Nigerians have been pressed to the wall seriously. People are sweating. Survival has been one of the most difficult things for Nigeria. People are cracking their brain on how they are going to survive. But then we have to realize that this same Ali Ndume, some time ago, was given a very luxurious position. He was a senior chairman on committee on military stuff like that. I can't really pick it up, but he had a lot to do with military. What did he do to ensure that there was accountability then and all of that? But I'm not really against him because people do change. But one thing that is clear is that APC do not want people that will criticize them and you are in the same party with them. They want a situation whereby the castigators will be outside, while even if they watch their people die, they still support Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But I think that this constructive criticism is very important if Bola Ahmed Tinubu will have to do the things he should do. Because if he's not being criticized by close confidants like this, he wouldn't know that Nigerians are suffering. He wouldn't know that Nigerians are going through pain. One day we may just wake up and what we least expected in the country will happen. People will hit the street, though we've heard that so many groups have opted out and all of that. I knew very well that the protests of August 1st to 10th would never hold. The issue of protest is always very spontaneous. In Kenya, when it took place, it wasn't a case of planning and all of that. So, if the government do not want such to happen, they must do all within its power to fast track the solutions they're trying to give to Nigerians. They must do everything within their power to fix the economic situation. Nigeria, I will always say that Nigeria is the cheapest country to rule over. If you know if you have all the authorities and power in your hand, it's very simple. And what does it take to rule Nigeria? Make sure you fix insecurity. That's number one. Make sure the economic situation in the country Nigerians are comfortable with it. And then give them light. Nigerians will do the rest for themselves. After all, there is social media. They will be there complaining of this. But if you give them food to eat, they are enjoying themselves. Nigerians will do their own thing. They will enjoy their life, send their kids to school and all of that. But when you come in with policies that are totally anti-economical, you're choking them. Even the very poor will start speaking up. Before now, so many poor people did not even care about what the political atmosphere in the country is like. They were not interested. What they know is that they come back, eat their food, go to their church, worship their God, or their mosque, worship their God, come back, and everything was going fine. But right now, they are like, what is going on? How can we wake up and the next thing we hear is that the prices of things are skyrocketing because fuel that we were buying 250 naira has now moved to 720. Right now, with what we are hearing, we are not sure that before December, fuel will not shift to 1,000 naira. Subsidies have been reintroduced. The president is borrowing money left, right, center. 6.2 trillion naira has been added to the 2024 budget, which was about 27.5 trillion naira. So you can just imagine. And all of these things is not because we have so much money. Borrowing here and there. What are they using this thing for? Some very luxurious and unnecessary project that would not change anything. First of all, the president needs to realize that it is not the people at the apex that will vote for. It's the Nigerian people that will vote for you, not politicians alone that will vote for you. And the most important thing is for you to meet the needs of those who are not even in Abuja. Meet their need, those who are in the villages. Make things okay for them. Give them good security, good access road. Give them, forget about water. Boreholes are everywhere. You understand? But make sure that they have a comfortable living condition for themselves. And come on, next time Nigerians will just use that and tell them, how much have you been buying rice? Say rice now is 40,000. Mr. President is behind it. They will celebrate it. How much was fuel? Fuel was 250. We move it to 1,000. Later on, we remove it back to 400. Is the government not Nigerians are that cheap to rule? So I feel that what Ndume had said is not actually wrong, but it's something to push the president to shift his stand, to consider the real needs of Nigeria and get it fixed. That's what we like to leave it. Let's meet in the commission and talk more.
Global happenings today.